It was 2019, and newly elected Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar responded to a tweet about the role of Israel in American politics with 6 words. "It's all about the Benjamins, baby." It was a reference to the 1997 Puff Daddy song, "It's All About the Benjamins," and the subtext was that donor money was responsible for the outsized role that supporting Israel plays in U.S. politics. The tweet played into age-old anti-Semitic stereotypes about Jewish people using money to control political leaders. Congresswoman Omar was immediately called out for the tweet and quickly issued an unequivocal apology. But now, 4 years later, Kevin McCarthy and the Republican House are using that tweet as justification for their latest act of retribution. Today, House Republicans voted along party lines to strip Congresswoman Omar of her committee assignment on the House Foreign Affairs Committee. Their resolution specifically cited that 4-year-old tweet as a central example of why the action was justified. If you had just fallen from the sky, you might think that meant that the Republican Party had a zero-tolerance policy for anti-Semitic tropes, like ones about Jewish people controlling politicians with their money. But anyone who has spent the last 7 years on this planet, and has not just fallen from the sky, knows that that is not the case. Take, for instance, this tweet sent by Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy during the 2018 election. "We cannot allow Soros, Steyer, and Bloomberg to buy this election. Get out and vote Republican November 6th. #MAGA." The people McCarthy is referencing here are George Soros, Tom Steyer, and Michael Bloomberg, all Jewish billionaires who are regularly the subject of that same anti-Semitic trope about Jews controlling politicians. Here's candidate Donald Trump in 2015 speaking to the Republican Jewish Coalition during a candidate forum.
"I'm in a different position than the other candidates because I'm the one candidate. I don't want any of your money. I don't want your money, therefore you're probably not going to support me. That's why you don't want to give me money, okay? But that's okay. You want to control your own politician. That's fine."
Donald Trump told a room full of Jewish Republicans that he thought they were using their money to control politicians. Throughout his presidency, Trump regularly amplified anti-Semites on social media. He called Nazis who chanted, "Jews will not replace us." He called them very fine people. Remember a few months ago when Trump invited anti-Semitic hip-hop artist Ye and a known white supremacist Holocaust denier to dine with him at his Florida home. Remember that? McCarthy and Trump are, last we checked, Republicans. They are leaders of the party, in fact. And then there is Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, now an ally of Speaker McCarthy, who famously promoted an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory that blamed Jewish space lasers for wildfires in California. Both Congresswoman Greene and Republican Congressman Paul Gosar attended events hosted by the very same Holocaust-denying white supremacist that Trump had over for dinner. But instead of punishing them, as he did Ilhan Omar, Speaker McCarthy rewarded both Gosar and Greene in this Congress by giving them back committee assignments that had previously been taken away. It is clear, then, that today's vote on Congresswoman Ilhan Omar was not about condemning anti-Semitism. She seems to have been sought out for different reasons. And today, Congresswoman Omar made clear that despite the efforts to boot her out of power, she was not going anywhere.
Is anyone surprised that I am being targeted? Is anyone surprised that I am somehow deemed unworthy to speak about American foreign policy? Or that they see me as a powerful voice that needs to be silenced? My leadership and voice will not be diminished if I am not on this committee for one term. My voice will get louder and stronger, and my leadership will be celebrated around the world as it has been. So take your vote or not. I am here to stay, and I am here to be a voice against harms around the world and advocate for a better world. I yield back.